Welcome to PT26's review of the Kel Tec Pf-9. Okay, this is the box it comes in. It's not a bad little carrying case. It is a subcompact gun, so you don't really need a big box. Inside it, there's the gun, and I have an extra magazine for it. They don't come with an extra magazine though. The extra magazines are about 20 bucks, depending on where you get them. Okay, give you an up-close view of this first. This gun actually is the hard chromed version, and it has a green I would call it a frame, but it's not really a frame, because the frame on the Pf-9 is actually internal, kind of like the SIG P250. Okay, to philosophy. This is a concealed carry gun, subcompact. Maybe even an officer's backup pistol, although most of those are 380s and 32s. But you could do it as a backup as well. It works really well in this philosophy because of the thickness of the gun. It's very thin, easily concealed. Okay. It's also a decent home defense gun if it's the only gun you have. You know, it can do anything any other 9mm pistol can do, except it is a little bit more difficult to shoot this gun. Track record. Kel Tec doesn't have the best track record, and this gun in particular has some issues. One of them is that the magazine likes to do that when firing. I've only had it happen a couple of times, but I don't really like that personally. And Kel Tec overall just isn't as high a quality company as SIG, Glock, HK, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Walther, FN, any of those are. So it's kind of buy it at your own risk. Personally, for the POU of this gun, I don't really care. You're going to be shooting less than 5 feet away, and one round should be enough. Caliber, it's a 9mm, which I think is pretty good, because a lot of these type of guns used to be 380s and 32s, and now they're finally starting to make some little tiny 9s like this. Okay, it used to be you had a choice between one sucky caliber and another sucky caliber, and 9mm everyone can agree is better than 32 ACP or 380. So the caliber is very good. The magazine is actually made by Metgar, I believe, in Italy, and it holds 7 rounds. They make a little pinky extension for it that usually comes with the gun. Mine didn't come with one. The magazine is very high quality overall. Accuracy, I think it sucks. A lot of people say they get good groups with it. I don't believe them. I've seen nothing fancy targets for the Pf-9, and quite frankly I wonder exactly how far away those were, because to me it's only accurate within like 7 yards. If you're past 7 yards, you don't have a chance in hell of hitting them with this. I mean, part of that's due to the trigger. Maybe with enough practice you could get to where you could do it, but I don't see you hitting somebody in the head at 25 yards with that gun. Okay, size and weight. It's very lightweight, it's very small, easy to conceal. That's part of its POU. Ergonomics are very good. In fact, I would compare them to a SIG 226, as it kind of rides a little high, and that's kind of what holding it reminds me of. It's like a tiny SIG. Its trigger is very long and is double action. I don't really care for that, but you know, it's kind of a safety feature. So that, and one thing I will say about ergonomics too is I think the reason that keeps doing that while firing it is because look at where your thumb sits. It's right on the release. They could probably fix that. Here, let me recenter that. It's kind of drifted. Materials used. Their polymer is very good quality. The slide is made of very good quality steel. It is plus P rated, so it would have to be. I would give the materials used a thumbs up. In my opinion, they're seeming okay to me. Durability and reliability isn't made to put thousands and thousands of rounds a month through. This is probably intended to have a life of maybe 5,000 rounds. Of course, it's pretty painful to shoot. I'll talk about that somewhere along. I'll just talk about it now. To me, this gun kicks worse than any gun I've ever owned. It is because of the size and weight, but it is just a bear to shoot. I mean, it's like letting a firecracker go off in your hand. Reliability. On the reliability part of it, I have had some hang-ups. I don't really trust this gun. It's just personally. If I fired a few hundred rounds through it without a stoppage, I would probably trust it more. But yet again, because it hurts so much to shoot it, it's hard to shoot. And it's not like it feels like my hand's going to fall off, but after like 2 magazines, you can really feel it in your hands and you don't want to shoot it anymore. Okay, variations. They make this top part here, the slide, in like 3 colors. There's hard chrome, black, and parkerized. Personally, I like the hard chrome about the best. Either or the black, I don't really like the parkerized. They make this lower grip frame, whatever you want to call it, in several colors, including tan, green, black, gray, blue. I think they make a pink now as well. So you can pretty much get it however you want it. They also make these with Cerakote on them. Accessories. I talked about the little pinky extension already. You can get those. Extra magazines are about 20 bucks. And you can get a pocket clip for it as well. I'm not really that interested in that, so I'm not going to talk about it. I think they're kind of stupid. Compatibility with your systems. If you're running a 9mm as your primary gun, you could definitely have this as a backup gun. Okay, value. I paid $225 for this gun, which I think is really awesome. It's really cheap. I like that. Okay, that was used. New, they can go for about $350. That's a little bit less desirable in my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't want it at $350. Anyway, if you can score one of these for under $250, I think it's a great buy. If not, I think I'd pass on it. It's just not that great of a gun. There are better options now. A few years ago, this was the best option on the market for concealed carry. Now there are better options. Amongst those would be the Ruger LCP, Ruger LC9, the Walther PPS, which you're probably going to see a review on, the new XD S45. That is really cool. I don't think I'll ever own one because I don't really like it that much, but it is cool. The Glock 36, kind of the same thing. I probably won't ever own one. There are a lot of other tiny nines though. The Car series was always the big competition for this because it's basically the same gun but at a higher price point. But anyway, that's the Pf-9. It's a cool gun. You should definitely at least try it out, because if you do like it, it will save you a lot of money. Thanks for watching.